Hey Kim, it is Sunday, June 8th in the tiny urban garden, and I don't even know where to start. There's so much to tell you. So we're just gonna start over here at the beginning of kind of the whole yard. And I guess I'm gonna probably mix in natives and food. So this is my table where I have my stuff I've winter sowed, but I have some new things here too. So first we'll start with this gorgeous cabbage. This is a New Jersey Wakefield. This is the only one I have in a pot, but it actually seems to be the one that's really the biggest and doing the best. It's funny, I planted it last. And this past week, a few days ago, I went and I bought some mint. Because I used to have mint in my garden at my old house, and it just grows everywhere and takes over the yard. So I had some potted here a few years ago, and last year it didn't even pop up until August, which is not good because you can't put mint in your drink when you want it in June when it doesn't pop up until August. Then the other thing I purchased was this dill plant, obviously with hopes of helping out the swallowtails. And what's funny is the day I purchased it, a swallowtail came by. Let's see, I'm not sure what this, oh yeah, I think I can. Right here, if you can see that one, there's one egg right there. There's about 6 eggs on this guy. First day out. So we're definitely gonna have some swallowtails. I do have milkweed that's popped up all over the yard, and I did find 4 eggs on the milkweed. So you see look at how nice the red columbine is looking. I mean, this is past its bloom period, and obviously it wouldn't have bloomed because they're seedlings, but they're so pretty with their red coloring. What did I want to show you here? Oh, and see this little parsley? This is from last year. It survived. It's the only parsley that did survive, so that's cool. Although, I'm planting some parsley and dill seed because I always end up spending like $40 or $60 in August to keep the caterpillars going when they've eaten everything. These scallions are just the saddest looking things I've ever seen, but I don't know what to do about that for right now. Let's come over here and see the other plant I bought last week. Oh, sorry, butterfly, and there was a butterfly on it. It's a golden Alexander. I have 2. This is a really big one, and the space here is kind of patchy and empty. There used to be a yellow coneflower growing here. I don't know why it didn't come back. But anyway, here's this nice big golden Alexander. There's another one over here that I planted 2 years ago. It didn't flower. I don't know if it's too crowded for it, because this is right behind it. It was where the wild hyacinth bloom, and they're very big and take up a lot of space, so I don't know if that's... Anyway, so those are the things I bought this week, but this is what you haven't seen. I also planted this early last week, or maybe the end of the week before. It was like June, what's today? Today's June 8th, so I planted this around like June 1st or May 30th. So these are my jalapeno peppers and all of my brandywine tomatoes. Let's see here. And I have to plant them back here in containers because, as I've said many times, we lost like 3 hours of sunlight when our neighbors put this fence up a couple of years ago. And I have all the marigolds around it to help keep the aphids away. Ooh, I'm trying to go in order, but I'm getting excited. So it rained last night too, but these carrots, let's see if we go like this. Let's see, oops, sorry, I'm so sorry. These carrots have really popped up. I'm gonna have to thin them out. My goal was that the arugula would be done and I would maybe be able to kind of move some of them back, but they don't really transplant well. But if I'm gonna lose them one way or the other, I guess I may as well try. But look at this arugula, I've cut it all back and it's Still growing like crazy. There's also winter density lettuce in there. All right. And speaking of arugula, here's my second crop of arugula. Let's see. Let's take this little fence off here. Let's see like this. Try to get out of the way. I mean, I've just got a ton of arugula. It's awesome. I can't eat it fast enough. And then back here, you can see the beans are sprouting up. Look at this. Oh, ready to go. Ready to attach to something. These beans are a little bit smaller here because they didn't pop up, so I planted more. And then right there, oh, come into focus there. Hey man, why aren't you focusing better? I got spinach. This is my first spinach. As you remember me speaking earlier this spring. Now I picked a few radishes. Look at these radishes. I mean, they're really just ready to go. Let's see if you look inside here, if you can see some that are looking red. Oh yeah, you can like see the, whoop, Jiminy Cricket, come on. There we go. It's a little dark, there you go. You see how it's red? They're just like popping out. Now I also have, here, let me do this again, sorry. I probably should have just opened all of these before I started. I have cabbage. So I have 3 cabbages in here in the back. I figured these radishes would be picked and then they could have the bed, or maybe I'd put just 1 row of radishes, so there would still be a lot of space there. Radishes take about 4 to 6 weeks, so they're a quick one. Now let's see, gotta tell you a little story here. These peas are still going. They're here, they're growing, they're getting their little tendrils to grow up. But what happened is I hadn't put this cover on yet, and the house sparrows came and here, let's fix this guy. Come on, don't you want to climb up this? The house sparrows came and just ate them all and annihilated them, took all their leaves off. So I wasn't sure if they were going to recover, but they did. And then here I have the Black Simpson seed lettuce, which is also going crazy and just great. And let's see if I can just do it. Look at that. I've been eating this every day too. It doesn't even look like I've eaten any. And then the cucumbers they're alive, but I don't know, maybe they've been waiting for the warmer weather because they haven't seemed to really do anything. A few of them died back. And if you see in there the little green stalks coming up there, those are onion. So we'll see. I've never been successful with onion either. And here are my other 2 cabbages. Now you can see, like you can see on this guy here, you see those little holes? They do get slugs and you have to watch out for slugs. So I found a few slugs on them and I've taken them off. Oh, this is my, look at how big this guy got. There's a lot of leafy growth on this. The gooseberry. Now the problem with the gooseberry is it got hacked last fall. So I don't really think we're getting any gooseberries because they like to grow on the secondary growth and a lot of that was cut. So I don't know if I'm getting any gooseberries in there. Oh look, hello. Who's this? Hi, morning dove. Hi. Okay. Now, did end up getting a lot of leaves on this blueberry, but really did not get flowers on it. Oh, look at this. This is the rhubarb I cut to make you your rhubarb pie. This rhubarb needs to be cut. I'm gonna have to make a pie soon. I don't even know. There's no occasion this week to make a pie. You see the chives are in bloom, looking gorgeous. And then if we come over here, let's see, we'll come over to the other blueberry bush. Oh, sorry, morning dove. Here you go. Now you can see this one's got some blueberries on it. And let's see over here. There's some more. It's not a lot. There's some more. Last year it had a lot. And like I said, there was some weird, I don't know if it was rabbits. I don't know what happened, but these also got, it doesn't even look like they got cut. It looked like they got, I don't know. Anyway, we won't worry about that. Look, here is 2 milkweeds, 2 common milkweeds popping up. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is the native bed. And down in there, there's some wild petunias being saved from being overgrown by all the strawberries. Look at the strawberries are going crazy. The geraniums are done blooming, but look at these cool stalks. That's where their seeds are. See, this one's a little browner. That's closer to being seed completion, so I can collect them. I didn't do that last year, but I'm gonna try this year to winter sow this. Look at that beautiful little strawberry flower right there. And then I just want to show you in here. I do have these. I planted these several years ago. These are wild petunias, and you know, the idea was they were up close to the front because they're small, but the strawberries get so tall, they're so crazy that it's not really. Okay, now let me show you here. See what all this is? This is where the rabbits come to eat dinner and thin up my blueberries, and I mean, my blueberries, my strawberries, and my violets. So now let's see. Let's take a look. I've also got in here. Oh, here's some cardinal flower that I winter sowed. There's just a couple of them in there. Trying to get some of these going in this garden from the winter sowing. Now this back here in this cage is the blazing star. So we got a few in there, and those are looking good. So this Aguilegia canadensis, otherwise known as columbine, is made its seed pods. This one still has some flowers. So cool. Look at that. I mean, they're waning, but they're still gorgeous, and they still have pollen. In front of it is this really cool mountain mint. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit. Those will get little white flowers. This plant has always been so tiny, and it's finally popped. Like a few things have this year. Here's my Ohio spiderwort. Oh, I've got a flower on my other one that's opened. Those flowers are only out in the morning though, so I guess I need to get it into gear. This is my blue flag iris. Planted it last year, so I did not expect any blooms this year, and I do not have any blooms, but it looks great. It looks gorgeous. Now let's see. Oh, here's where they seem to be doing well. I have, see in there, those are also cardinal flower. So, oh, look at this. I hardly ever see them. Look at actual strawberries. I wonder if the bunnies will eat those. You know, they're really just more interested in leaves. So, hopefully eat the strawberries. So there's my gold. Oh, I didn't even show you over here. I'm sorry. Gosh, this was my goldenrod I planted last year. Golden Alexandra I planted last year. So you still have some flowers on this guy, but this guy is a lot smaller. But, or I should say, oh look, there's a little milkweed in there, growing right in the middle of her. Anyway, she bloomed this year. Here's a little feverfew herb plant that's not native that I'm gonna pull out for you because I know you like them. Okay, hold on a second. We got a gremlin in here. Hey, let's go. Get out of the yard. Get out of there. Come on. Hey, what are you trying to eat in there? Come on. Get out. Okay. Back here, those are the asters that'll bloom in the fall, the New England asters. But what I wanted to really show you in here, here's a couple of things, is look at this. I do have my butterfly weed. You know, it wasn't blooming in the jug, or like it didn't sprout in the jug, so I threw it in here. And there's 3 of them. I think there's actually a petunia in the front of them. But what's funny is, this is exactly, so here you go. See, it pops up late. This is my butterfly weed here that planted last year, and I believe this is also a butterfly weed. I planted one 2 years ago and one last year, and then this is oh boy, now I'm gonna completely forget the name of it. Wow, I just completely forgot the name of it. Oh my god. Okay, so it blooms at night. Big yellow flowers. Primrose, evening primrose. There we go. And there's some more petunias there. Now look at this. Here's the Ohio spiderwort. I had 3 blooms in it yesterday. Today we just have the 1 flower open. They're really cool flowers. Let's see if you can see the flower better. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, here's more of the geranium. So you can see here here's a seed head that's like ready to be collected. And master of all, coolest of the cool, here's the wild indigo. I call it wild blue indigo, but when it's written down, it's called blue wild indigo. Which seems weird to me. I can't believe there's no bee on here right now. There's usually a couple of bees on this. I think I did a little video for you of the 2-spotted bumblebee that was on there. I am gonna leave it here in the backyard, and not take you to the front because this video is already pretty long. But I just want to show you one more thing real quick, which is the raspberries are flowering. Just don't really have any pollen yet, but I have started to see the I've started to see the bees and butterflies coming over. Ever-bearing raspberries again. That is a hybrid, so this isn't a wild raspberry. All right, well, that's it for this week's episode of Hey Kim. I'll see you later. Ciao.